On this week's episode of The Fizz, the boys have some adventurous stories from the weekend. We hash some things out. We talk about the U.S. Open. We talk about the Tigers and their slump, the MLB All-Star Game, the Home Run Derby, and then we close with over-under with a bunch of different stuff in between. It's a funny one. It's an exciting one. You guys are going to definitely like this episode. But before we get into all of that, I want to tell you about our amazing sponsor, Antonio's Cucina Italiana. You guys have heard me talk about it on the podcast plenty of times, but they are my favorite Italian restaurant that I have ever been to. And they have locations all over Michigan: Dearborn Heights, Farmington Hills, Canton, Livonia, and then their first location, Roman Village in Dearborn. Now, I got to tell you guys, I love going to this restaurant. Every time you sit down, they're going to hit you with a huge basket of garlic bread, and you're going to be wanting to take this garlic bread home to eat for the rest of the week because it is the best garlic bread I've ever tasted my entire life. I usually get a cup of pastina soup followed by Rita's gnocchi with her homemade hand sauce that she's been making since the 60s. This restaurant is family owned and they do it the right way. They treat you right. It's great service and the food is always delicious. They're always having specials throughout the week, like their Wine Wednesday, which is half off bottle of wine on Wednesdays. Go there on a date night, bring the family. It's a great place to have a nice Italian meal. So Antonio's Cucina Italiana, go check them out at one of the locations I mentioned. But now let's get into the Fizz. Hello and welcome to episode
192
of the Fizz. Thank you all for joining us. I am with the main men, Channy Football, Ice Cold Brew Lou. We're in the heat of summer here, boys. The Midsummer Classic just happened, July 16th. How are we doing?
Everything is great. Like you said, heat of the summer right now. Say we're like halfway through summer vacation from back in the day. Dead of summer vacation right now, ready to roll, excited, and we're in a good routine now, guys. We've done what, 6-7 weeks in a row without missing, not tardy, no missing. So kudos to us. We're keeping this thing rolling with momentum building going into football season, not when it just starts.
Agreed. We're on a hot streak. The opposite of what the Tigers did yesterday, but the boys are hot right now. We're firing off on all cylinders. A little bit of hot dog talk. We're past the 4th of July. We're moving on. More golf season, a little bit more baseball talk. Let's keep it going, baby. Let's keep the streak alive.
Yeah, should be happy with ourselves here. After Chandler says that, I was knocking on wood because, probably missed the record button or something's not registering or Mike's going to lose the file. So we're due for a fuck up is all I'm saying. So we're knocking on wood, keep it going. And Chandler, you're talking about, summer being halfway through. I don't know how you guys feel. Like, I feel like clock's ticking. Like, it feels like for me, once 4th of July hits, after that, I'm like, shit, we're marching towards fall. I feel like it like speeds up as soon as 4th of July happens.
All focus on football right now. That's the good thing about post 4th of July. Summer's ending, but like football is enlarging by the day, and that crosshair is getting just bigger and bigger and more focused in on week 1.
Yeah, because
No
once
doubt,
it's
dude.
August,
It feels like 4th of July was like yesterday. Like you blinked and it's the 16th,
That's what I'm saying. And it's like once August hits, then it's full football like prep. Like, we got the tailgates coming up. You're looking at fantasy football stuff. You're planning out what days are which. You're looking at, what family commitments you have, what assholes scheduled stuff during game days, things like that. Like it's August really is just, the prep for the true fall. And that's, less than 2 weeks away.
That's right.
So it's going to be fun. It's going to be exciting. So we are still in the middle of summer, like we said, a lot of hot weather. Boys, how did you enjoy it? What'd you do this weekend?
Yeah, I was pretty low-key this weekend overall. Big milestone, son Archie, 6 months this past weekend, so we got him on the food. Big avocado eater, so did a first time with him at that to celebrate his 6 months. Actually went to Sea Life Aquarium at Great Lakes Crossing. Not sure if you guys ever been there. Be honest with you, kind of anticlimactic. I thought it was going to be we blew through it in like 15 minutes. I thought this thing was going to be like half hour. Like this thing was like you blinked. It went faster than the second half of summer, basically. This thing
Chandler,
was done.
you're a speed walker though, Chandler. You were probably fucking motoring through that tunnel, dude.
I hit a couple. I hit a couple ankles and heels on the way through there. I will say that. Knocking some kids out of the way, standing at the Stingrays a little too long.
Yeah, I don't know what you were thinking. The Shed Aquarium, out at Great Lakes Crossing next to the Top Golf. Never been in that thing. Seen it quite a bit. One time walked by it during like the heart of COVID. The place was packed to the gills. It was a nightmare experience. But yeah, I heard it's like $60 too a head or something. Isn't it pretty expensive?
Was not cheap. I would have rather got 7 Auntie Annie's and sat in the food court, to be honest with you.
How much you pay for a ticket?
Okay, so my wife paid, I think it was $40 per ticket.
Okay.
But here's the caveat. So we're going in, there's 8 stages or 8 rooms. We get to room 8, and I go into the final lobby with the restroom, and what do I see? And it glows up a wall of memorabilia. So I'm like, ooh, okay, what's going on here? Lions helmet, signed Hutch pick. So I'm like, what's going on? It's like,
wait, at the aquarium?
Yes.
Okay, sorry.
Yes.
Just that threw me.
Do tell. So I go there and it's like, support the Sea Life Fund or whatever, silent auction. So I'm like, oh, okay. They got me for 80 already. Let's see what we got up here. So it's like a J-Mo helmet, a Hutchinson photo, a Magic Johnson photo. And at the end, I see a signed Chauncey Billups jersey. So I'm like, whatever. Put my name down. My wife, Maddie's like, do it. Maybe you'll win it. I'm like, yeah, whatever. So I go 10 over the highest bid. Get a text on Monday. Congratulations, you've won the signed, authentic Chauncey Billups jersey for $250. So it wasn't just an $80 experience. It was a $330 Sea Life Aquarium run because I got a signed Chauncey Billups jersey. Came in the mail today. Authentic, old school, like the 2004 blue away jersey.
Heck.
And Chauncey signed it on the number 1 on back. I'm actually pretty fired up. I got it. Pretty good find. I guess it would be the piston I would want from that team most to have a signed piece of memorabilia from. So I'm pretty pumped up about that, but long and short, just added to the bill. That was the most expensive 15 minutes at a mall that I've ever had, and I've had a couple expensive ones. But shout out to Sea Life Aquarium and the Sea Life Fund. You got me a Chauncey Billups jersey on my silent auction, so that was a lot of fun this weekend. Haven't been to a mall in a little while either, so it was good going there. It's a lot of freaking weirdos at a mall. You guys got to start. I mean, the people there, I swear to God, they crawled out of the sewer in the parking lot and walked in there.
That's what you're paying for. That's what you're paying to look at.
I couldn't believe it.
You found love in a hopeless place there, Chandler, with that Chauncey jersey.
We didn't find love. It was a hopeless place, but we didn't find love. But, I mean, I walked through Cabela's to get in there or whatever, Big Buck Run or whatever that is.
Yeah.
The most normal people were in there. That was like the hey, we're at home base going through there. Once you get out there, some freaks were getting gumballs out of the McCandy machines. It's like, who does that shit? Who carries quarters? First of all. Second of all, there's dust on the inside of those motherfuckers. It's like, I don't know. Long and short, I haven't been to a mall in a while. Little freak, but we had a good time. And then to finish off the weekend, classic game, downloaded, NCAA 26. Boys, I'm back on the sideline. Been gaming a little. Got my Kirby Smart visor on. Been calling off the play sheet a little bit. Been yelling at the screen, scaring the family. But it feels good to be back on the sticks. Not really gaming anymore, but find some time for a little NCAA 26.
What system?
PS5. I'm a next-gen guy.
Very nice. I got to ask one more about the mall.
Yeah.
It's funny that you mentioned, like, seeing a ton of freaks and, like, the first thing you mentioned is, like, someone buying a gumball. But was it packed? Was it, like, wall-to-wall in there? Was it jammed? Jammed, right? Okay, the one time I went, in that mall, in that fucking Buck Hunter place you're talking about, walk by the aquarium, it was absolutely the concourse of Joe Louis Arena after a sold-out game. Like, it was wall-to-wall, and I'm like, what am I doing in here? Like, why am I here? It's just wild to me. Like, why is it so fucking packed?
It was packed. I went in peak hours. I did like 1:30 on a Saturday. I mean, I was peak rush hours. The food court at Great Lakes looked like Brody Calf at Michigan State. It was every restaurant had a line. Every table was taken. I mean, I had to go get a little Miss Fields action. Haven't had Miss Fields in a while. Holy shit. Those cinnamon sugar cookies, the mini ones, they're better than I remembered. They are fucking phenomenal. And that's the one thing I love about malls. I got to get like a pretzel or a cookie every time. An icy, something like, if you go to the mall, you're going to get a refreshment and or a snack. You can't go there without it, but no fucking candy out of those dumb machines. Those are dirty. Don't get those.
Oh man, I mean, Chandler, relax on the gumballs, dude. I like a nice gumball here and there. Like, you got to test the jaw out, see if they're fucking how strong those motherfuckers are. Some of them you bite into that, it's like a rock.
Yeah, you wonder if it's a fucking
little Jawser size on a 1 o'clock Saturday afternoon.
Yeah, you think it's a gobstopper. That thing's been in there since the 80s.
There's dust on it.
Oh man,
It was nuts.
Oh man. Man, you had a pretty climatic weekend there, Chandler. It sounded, it was a slow start, but what a finish there on the Jersey and the food court.
Oh,
I miss those pretzels, dude. I miss those pretzels.
I wanted to ask about the jersey. Is it Chauncey's jersey or is it just like a jersey?
No,
Chauncey wore it.
I don't know. I don't think he wore it, but it is like a Chauncey size. Like, I unraveled it today. It's an XL. Like,
yeah, I was going to ask
down to my
it.
knees.
Yeah.
No, I can't wear it. I'd look like a buffoon.
Lou, what'd you do?
I had a pretty good weekend too. I went up to Garland actually for buddy Josh's bachelor party. Congratulations, good buddy Josh that we've gone back to for a long time. High school, played baseball together, football, all that good stuff. So we were up there at our buddy's cabin. 2 jet skis, pontoon boat, ripping up the lake. I mean, we played golf at Garland, at the Monarch. Got to break in the Nardi a little bit, which was nice. Warmed her up for league on Monday, but got to go back to the jet skis, dude. Coming home from golf, like just tuned up and jumping on one of those jet skis on it was a semi-windy day too. Like, there was some nice wake out there in East Twin Lake, I believe it was. Oh my God, dude. I felt like fucking Kenny Powers out there. Full steam, fishtailing off the waves. I mean, it was, it's just euphoric. Like, when you're hammered driving a vehicle like that, like, you don't get to do that often.
Well, no shit, man.
So when that time comes, you really got to take advantage of it. Let it all out. Nothing to worry about out there. So, nothing but jet ski fun up at the cabin, dude.
That's sick. I mean, honestly, that's awesome. Like, and I can just relate so much. What were you gonna say, Chandler? Jump in.
I have to stop because Lou isn't telling everything that happened this weekend.
Okay.
He has to tell the listeners his big purchase from over the weekend because we didn't talk about this in the show sheet. He breezed over it. We got the text late last week on his new purchase. I've never seen one on the road. Lou, take it away.
Yeah. So I didn't, you know what, Chandler? I didn't want to bust it out till it was like fully wrapped, ready to go. No. But it was so exciting and like such a cool random thing to buy. My business partner that I do the Christmas lights with actually found this on Facebook Marketplace in Oxford, Ohio. Those of you that don't know, that is the campus of Miami, Ohio University. So we rolled down there to check out an ambulance. And we got this ambulance. It was a 1987 Ford F-350 with 29,000 miles on it only. And I guess that it got dropped off at a junkyard, and this like Christian group from Miami, Ohio University used to use the ambulance to like drive around and do like meetings. It was just like a cool place for them to like congregate, have coffee, talk about the word of the Lord. So basically Hosanna, dude, full circle on Hosanna, really. It's just keep coming back. And so we drive down there, we check it out. And, the guy is just like, we don't really use it. We drive it around campus. We have coffee in it. We bring it to some events, but we really don't have a use for it. We'd rather like get some money to put towards the organization than have the ambulance. So we went down there, Check it out, dude. It's like in very good condition. The inside, like everything besides the radio works. So they have the sirens work on it. The flashing lights all work on the outside of it. They have a speaker in there with a megaphone on the hood, so you can go around and like chirp out of the speaker and be like, so we took it for a test drive, and I'm like, Red Hawk football, and we're driving down the main strip there in Miami, Ohio. So I was like, dude, this thing fucking rocks. The inside is like completely untouched, so it still has that 80s feel, like the brown seats, the old stereo front, the face with like the speedometers, like that orange fucking needle. Like, so it's like jumping into a time capsule there. It still has all the hookups for an ambulance. And it's honestly like the perfect vehicle to hang Christmas lights in. Has a 14-foot bed. We're going to put a couple shelves in there, clean it up, put a nice wrap on it, paint one of the lights, the white one's green, so we have red and green flashing lights on it, and then and get it wrapped and drive it around and hopefully make some fucking money in it, baby.
Holy shit, dude. That is so awesome. You sent me the pictures. I forgot till just now. I mean, that thing rocks. Wait, so how did you find it again?
Facebook Marketplace.
Oh my God.
So we were looking for another like enclosed trailer. Is what we have 2 of those that we use right now. They're like 12 foot long, 6 foot high, all enclosed. And we're like, all right, the problem is finding people in our crews that have a truck to pull these trailers. So we're like, how can we get rid of like having to find somebody that has a truck? Ambulance.
Duh. Dude, but like, I mean, you got to take that. I mean, that's just your car now, right? I mean, like, there is no way you're not using that ambulance every chance you get.
Oh, dude, 100%. Like, we dropped it off. Like, we drove it back 4.5 hours. It was very, like, kind of weary. It's a long drive for something like that's been sitting for so long. And they only drove it, 10, 15, 20 minutes for the day. But we ended up making it back fine. There was a little bit of a leak at some engine coolant from the radiator, but everything else was fine. We replaced all the belts. The mechanic that is taking a look at it, but he hasn't said anything, just to make sure there's nothing crazy. And then otherwise should be pretty good to go.
I cannot wait to see this thing come to life. It's going to be so sick.
It's very fun. And there's like, the back is so big, you could literally fit 6 people like very comfortably in it. Has a cuck swivel chair with a little pull-out table, 2 bench platform seatings.
Dude, we might be tailgating in this thing this year. Like,
dude, there's a very good chance we're going to be tailgating in this thing.
We should park this thing right in the Blue Wave.
Yes, especially early on in the season, dude. Like, let's set the tone early.
Yeah, let's set the tone early. It's free advertising for you. We just got to get a permit, park that thing out, and like, I don't know, sling dogs out of it.
Yes, right. I don't even want to work, dude. Let's not work. Let's just enjoy the day.
Yeah, there you go. I mean,
Sundays are hard work.
Yeah,
they are hard work. So you can't under us. What is it? What did you name it? Is it like the Kringle Mobile or something? Or
I don't know, dude. We're still trying to think of like a fancy slogan for it, like Rescue Christmas or like Revive Your Lights or like something like that. We're trying to think of like a little slogan that's like ambulance related. So listeners, if you guys hear, think of anything that involves like hanging up Christmas lights, saving lives, EMT, ambulance, anything in that ballpark, we're open for some slogans, but we're trying to think of something clever.
We'll come up with something. I'm going to think on this one. I'm going to be thinking about this all night.
You got a couple easy ones like the Authority Ambulance, the Kringle Mobile, something like that. But the slogan has to have a little bit deeper thought.
It needs to blend, medical emergency with Christmas lights.
That's right.
Yeah. It'd be sick if you could dial like 811 and it goes directly to your line. Like, it'd be cool if you could have just a 3-digit number, like 911.
That would be awesome. And then like, it's like, ho, 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 right when they pick it up.
Yeah, it's Santa.
North Pole here. What up, bitch?
Yeah. No, I think that's good. You should call potential clients bitches as soon as you answer. I think that's good.
You never know.
Wait, so did you hang around Miami of Ohio at all?
We were there for about 2 hours, but like we were test driving it, like we weren't like walking around campus or anything. It didn't look like it was huge, but like Oxford, Ohio is the South, boys. I'm going to say that. Like, we're Yankees, like, to the core. Like, that was a fully different culture down there. Like, lifted trucks, a lot of dip spit, couple teeth missing here and there. Those type of folk.
It's
But I mean,
different.
that's like you cutting through. I mean, you had to like drive through farms and like no houses, like open roads, dude. So I was like,
we were in
this close.
BFE.
Yeah, I would say I was I was extremely close to going to Miami of Ohio. Like I almost went there for college, visited it a couple times. I thought it was like the coolest, nicest campus I'd ever been to in my life. I thought it was awesome. But yeah, you're definitely like driving through Southern Ohio.
Yeah, the campus is really nice. Everything was super clean. It looked like fairly pretty updated for the most part. So that part of it was nice, but like the skirts were the skirts,
Yeah, we skirting. I mean, skirts at EL are the skirts.
That's true. You're not wrong.
My older brother Jordan,
Lansing ain't pretty.
Yeah, my older brother Jordan, proud alum of Miami of Ohio, so I got to visit there a couple times. I think it was funny. Again, this is probably 13, 14 years ago, but even back then, Roethlisberger was out in Pittsburgh for like 6, 7 years at that time. Only football jersey they had in the student bookstore, Big Ben Roethlisberger. It's like Roethlisberger and Wally Zerbiak are their like claims to fame. The only basketball and football players noteworthy that came out of Miami of Ohio.
That's funny. Well, they're like the cradle of coaches, right? That's their other claim.
That's right. They got a lot of coaches out of Miami. Yep.
And I think, didn't Dayton get fucked hard by COVID like Michigan State did? Weren't they the number one seed? Like, weren't they really sick number one seed in COVID year? I feel like they were really good, like number one seed good a few years ago. And like, I think COVID screwed them. I could be wrong.
Yeah, they had open
I'm thinking, what am I doing? I'm like blending schools here. My bad.
Yeah.
I'm talking Dayton when we're talking Miami of Ohio.
Yeah.
So
Well,
my bad.
Close by.
When you get southwestern Ohio, shit starts blending.
Oh, dude,
I'm telling you,
we stopped in Bowling Green. Like, I got the full Ohio University tour.
Maction.
Yeah,
dude. I just get lost because I like outside of Michigan. If I didn't go to Michigan State, I was going to an Ohio-based school, whether it was Miami, Dayton, or like I don't know, fucking John Carroll, where Jerry
Finley.
went. I was never going to John Carroll. Jerry went there. Well, hell yeah, dude. I cannot wait to see that ambulance. It's going to rock. We're going to come up with a good slogan for it. That bitch is going to be blaring Feliz Navidad with the horns going. That's going to be awesome. Speaking of purchases, let's do like a week 3 or 4 update on the Bettinardis. So people are getting them. People aren't getting them. I'm hearing a lot of mixed things going on right now. And I got to say, a couple people from my golf league have not received like any information on their Nardis. Like they just can't get anything. I think Chandler is in this boat. Is that correct?
I can tap in. I have had communication with Nardi in the last 4 hours.
Okay.
First and foremost, if you listen to the show last week, we had a debate. Is Lori a man or a woman?
That was just you, but continue.
No, we had a debate. We both went back and forth. We had a debate. We found out Lori is a conglomerate. Mm-hmm. Lori is the front of the customer service department. So there might be 3 or 4 people responding as Lori, one of them being Pam. Shout out to Pam. Pam was the best person I've talked to. Got off the phone with her today, left me a voicemail just before I got on show today. Frank, fear not. We had 2 people in our group chat today get the notification that their putter is on the way. I got a voicemail from Pam that my putter will be shipped out on Friday.
You got a voicemail?
I got a voicemail from Pam. Straight from
Lori.
Pam.
Pam stepping up.
Pam, a.k.a. Lori.
Do we think Pam's a guy or a girl?
She's confirmed a woman.
Oh, good.
Confirmed.
Well,
Pam?
So update live here on the show. My one buddy who has been like bitching this whole time that he's got no updates from Bettinardi. I said, you got to reach out to Lori. He goes, who's Lori? I'm like, oh, buddy, you haven't talked to Lori? Yeah, there's no chance they've milled your putter.
You're way behind.
Not to mention the putter my buddy got, like they have to, God knows, I'm sure it's still milled in the US, but I think it's a different factory. He got like the arm lock putter and it's left-handed. There is no way that boy is just sitting on the shelf. They got to bring in special millers to handle that one. I mean, anyways, he just sent me a screenshot from Lori saying like, thank you for your recent purchase. I talked to the production team. It's shipping out today. So my buddy got a good update. So it sounds like things are working out for everyone except your boy Frank. So I don't know if you guys know what happened to me. The Bettinardi shows up on Thursday, league night. I am so excited. I get it. Usually I go right from downtown out to the course. But no, I get a notification at like 3:00 that the Bettinardi's been dropped off at my house, side door, picture of it taken. I fucking beeline right home, grab the Nardi, throw it in the back, don't even open it. Got it in the back, go to the golf course. Boys are there with beers. They all know the story. They're all part of the Bettinardis. I mean, half of them ordered them for fuck's sake, including lock arm, custom left-handed mill. I pop out, Nardi box in hand. It's huge. I'm lifting it like the Stanley Cup. The boys are huddled around. Everyone's got their phone out. We're like, all right, let's do a fucking unboxing. We can't wait. Let's do it. Little anticlimactic video took a little long because like it's got those fucking zip ties around it. And like I had nothing to get this thing off. Then my buddy grabs a knife. I almost fucking knifed myself. So it was like horrible unboxing, but we finally get it open. I reach in, I see the fucking packing slip. It's got the BB slot back. Let's go. Grab the putter. It's the fucking anecdote. It's the fucking anecdote. Now, if anyone's following along on this stupid fucking journey, I ordered the BB slot back and the anecdote with probably an illegal code from my boy Lou here. Fucking Bettinardi, Lori, man, woman, we don't know, conglomerate writes back, says, hey, you can only keep one of them. Which one do you want to keep? In bold fucking writing, font 20, I say, I want the BB slot back. Keep that fucking anecdote in the mill. I don't need it. They send me the fucking anecdote. So I'm sitting here, write Lori back, say, you sent me the wrong one. They're fixing it. They're taking care of it. But
did you get to keep the antidote?
No.
Well, did you try it?
Actually, let's do this live.
Yeah,
let's
you
do
had
this
to try it, right?
Well, no, I didn't because I was worried they wouldn't let me keep
They'd
it.
be like, oh, you used it.
Yeah. So my buddies were like, it's wrapped, it's shrink wrapped or whatever. And they were like, you should just keep the shrink wrap on and like use it today. And I was like, no, that's so trash and ridiculous.
I will say this. They do work, boys. Put it to the test at league. Skin Eagle on 8 at Greystone. Nardi finish. Yes, sir. So you're already getting your money. I already got my money back for it.
All right, so let's see. Hang on, let's see something here.
You got your money back, one Eagle sandwich between like a triple and a double.
Yeah, it was like $45 for that skin.
Damn it. All right, so here's the deal. Lori, so I say like, you sent me the wrong one. Send a picture. She goes, I want to start off by apologizing. I've sent a return label. If you could please send the incorrect item back, we would appreciate it. Doesn't sound like a demand. As for the correct item, I will have my team start working on it right away. Here's the new tracking. Once again, I sincerely apologize for any inconvenience this may cause. I still have the anecdote. I just checked UPS. It says the label's created, which means nothing. They don't have it yet. It hasn't shipped. It doesn't say like they're waiting for the new one to get back.
I would hold.
But what if I'm just holding this thing and like they're just like, yeah, we're not idiots. We're not going to send the new one until he sends the other one back.
You should start fucking sending emails back to them like they send to us. Thank you for your response. I am going to check in on the status of returning this putter. I will update you in 24 hours.
Yeah,
try it, Frank.
I don't know. So I had the anecdote in my hand and I was like fucking around with it and I was like, I hate this thing. I think it's ridiculous. Is that what you guys got?
I got the antidote.
I got the BB. Chandler.
I don't know. I
got
it was
the BB.
nuts. Dude, the fucking putter head cover is the size of a pizza box.
Yeah, it's fucking sick, dude. You see those lab putters? Those things are fucking mallets, dude.
Yeah, nuts.
Yeah, that's too much for me, dude.
It's too much to handle.
I'm gonna do the right thing.
Inside of those, wait till you guys feel the inside of those covers, dude. It's like fucking mink.
You stick your dick in it?
I mean, no.
I mean, maybe with the slot back, with the anecdote, it'd be fucking hot dog down a hallway. You know what I mean?
After the Eagle, he slipped it in there.
If you want to know what Lisa Ann feels like, get an antidote.
Yeah. Chandler's got a lot of room. We could all get in the anecdote if we want feeling weird. I think we should move on. We should move on. So yeah, that's where we're at. I'm gonna send the dote back. It's in the back of my car parked downtown. It's probably fucking back windshield smashed out. It's probably fucking gone. I'm gonna have to send Lori a picture of that. Hey, got robbed.
My bad. Oh man.
All right, cool. Well, the only thing I was gonna add for my weekend, I just wanted to say before Pizzo, we moved into the ambulance, like I did a pure Michigan weekend, like my most pure Michigan up north weekend, go to a friend's cottage. It's on Devil's Lake, which is like near Jackson, hour and a half away. Just an absolute gem of a lake. Not one that's super popular that a lot of people talk about. Just have a friend there. We do a weekend there. And it's like the most like energizing, inspiring weekends ever. I mean, dude, we were on the water from like noon to 8 p.m. just not wanting to get off. We had fucking hot dogs, like grilled before we went out, put them in foil, put them in like a hot, like one of those hot cases. So we had like dogs on the lake, pasta salad, like a million surf sides, tequila bottle, like music blasting off like a super nice pontoon. Just, I just felt, honestly, boys, just real blessed, pure Michigan blessed, middle of the summer. It was awesome. It was one of those where it was like really tough to come back to like, reality and not live in those like 48 hours. So it was awesome. Loved it. Just wanted to share that. Just love pure Michigan in the summer.
Nothing like it.
It really isn't, dude. Really isn't. Well, all right. Let's move on. So while over the weekend, Detroit Tigers, they play Seattle, get swept, get smoked 3 games in a row. First time we've seen it this year, maybe outside of the LA series to start the year, but LA, at least those games were somewhat close. We were somewhat competitive. Seattle just beat the doors off of us. I was all tuned up Friday after, like I said, on the boat. And, I threw the house at Scoobel, getting over 6Ks. Buddy stopped at 5, I think, first time this year. Missed the rest of the weekend just because I was out on the water doing stuff. But for me, it's just one of those series where, take the tape, throw it away, never watch it. Who cares? They were all moving into the All-Star break. They've won a ton of games. Seems like the cold streak carried through the All-Star game as the boys went fucking 0 for 8 with a 30-plus ERA. Just absolute no-shows in the All-Star game. So Tigers, come back from break, be rested, be good. We don't need to get mad or worried about anything with the Mariners series or the All-Star game, unless this shit continues after the break.
We're playing the long game right now. This is a great thing that happened to the Tigers. Tigers got swept, sour taste in their mouth, team management stewing over it for almost a week during the All-Star break. Know what this just means? There's holes with this team. We've known it. There's no panic. We've said it's an 162-game season. You're going to have bad weeks. You're probably going to have bad months in an MLB season. But what this does, this solidifies that the Tigers will be making moves at the deadline because there's glaring holes in the bullpen right now. There's a hole in the starting pitching rotation right now. And then there's been a hole in the lineup and a hole at third base, a consistent third baseman and or right fielder all season. So I think just getting knocked back down to earth and saying, hey, this team just isn't perfect. There are things that need to be addressed. And if you do want to make that run to a World Series, you're going to have to get better because not only do you have to get better, your competition's going to get better. The Yankees, the Mets, the Phillies, the Dodgers, the Astros, those teams aren't staying the same at the deadline. They're all going to add. They're all going to get better. And the Tigers are in that group of teams this year. And by getting beat down and by getting swept and by getting smacked around for 3 straight games, you see there is a need for a couple extra pieces on this team. So great job, Tigers. You're playing the long game. You know that you need to do a couple tweaks. You don't need to overhaul, but you need to do a couple tweaks going into the trade deadline here to get better for this last third of the season.
Yeah, for sure. I agree 100%, Chandler. It would have been nice to see, maybe Glaber get a single, maybe a little bit more out of Tarek, but he didn't even pitch that bad, really, if you think about it. There was the broken bat I forgot who hit the screamer down the first baseline, and then there was the blooper from Otani. There's not awful, all said and done. I mean, Mize went out there you blinked your eye and a home run was hit, and then you turned the game off after that one. But at the end of the day, good to see him go down a little bit before the All-Star break, beat up on the All-Star break, and then we go back-to-back series on the road after to Texas, to Pittsburgh, we should beat the doors off of. Time to bounce back. Second half of the season, start thinking about the postseason, start getting busy on the phones, start making the call, because we do need to get some bodies in here.
Amen. Let's talk about the All-Star game just a little bit. Just kind of it's the Midsummer Classic. We've grown up watching the All-Star game. I mean, we've seen it change a million times. We've seen the home run derby change. Detroit's hosted the All-Star game. It used to count back in the day. It used to determine home field advantage in the World Series. It's gone through a lot of changes. And the MLB, even though it's not perfect, it's not great. I fell asleep during the All-Star game this year. It is still probably one of the All-Star games that I actually tune into. Obviously, it helped having 6 Tigers in it this year, but you compare it to the Pro Bowl or you compare it to the NBA All-Star game, I would much rather watch the MLB versus some of these other ones. The NHL one's decent. Not saying it's a great product, but there was a ton of complaining about the home run derby. I just saw a lot of people bitching on Twitter about the home run derby, sending old videos of Josh Hamilton fucking hitting 27 home runs and Bobby Abreu fucking smacking a ton of home runs in a sold out crowd.
When everyone was on the juice.
Yeah, when it rocked. And I'm not arguing with the complaints that they have now, because it was really lame to not have a swing off or the clock or whatever it is. But back in the day, we used to bitch about it quite a bit because it lasted 5 hours. It used to be 5 hours long and guys would take pitches till the cows came home. And there was other issues with it that people didn't like. So I don't think it's a perfect thing. And I think no matter what they do or how they work it or change it, there's always going to be flaws with it. And you kind of just have to take it for what it's worth.
Yeah. I mean, All-Star games as a whole are things of the past. I mean, for God's sake, NFL doesn't even have a Pro Bowl anymore. They got whatever they do, dodgeball tournament, flag football, obstacle course, whatever they play. And then you got NBA. I couldn't tell you the two. Is it East-West? Is it USA World? I don't know what the NBA plays. And then NHL, forget about it. There's 4 teams. I don't know who's playing what division. How do you determine an All-Star? All-Star games are things of the past, and that's okay, because you look at the 2010 Heat All-Star team, LeBron, Wade, Bosh. 2017 Warriors, 4 All-Stars on the same team. The Dodgers right now, how many fucking All-Stars do they have? We're seeing superstars play with each other. They don't just play one game together. They play all season together now with this new era of sports. So All-Star games are a thing of the past to me. What I will say, kudos to the MLB for trying out that ABS system with the balls and strikes where Skubal did get a strikeout, rolling out some things for us to see where the game is heading with that. And you know what? It wasn't perfect, but the swing off, hey, that's interesting. That's a different way to end the game. I didn't tune in after the first inning, but hey, if you're going to try things out, I feel like that's what the All-Star game's for. But if you're asking me, get rid of every fucking All-Star game. Let the guys have a little bit of a break. And if you're going to do anything, do things like the World Baseball Classic, the Four Nations Classic. You have FIBA for the NBA and basketball. Do stuff like that. We don't need to see a midseason All-Star game anymore, in my opinion.
Let's talk about that ABS system real quick. No, absolutely not. I don't know if I'm a boomer or I do not want people challenging fucking pitches. I am, maybe this is an old take, a tired take. Dude, balls and strikes are umpires' calls. You're ump, there's good calls, there's bad calls. It's just the game. I don't like the idea of a strikeout happening and it being challenged and it being reversed. That's insane to me. What do you guys think?
I disagree.
I think I like it.
Go ahead, Luke.
I was going to say, I like it, but I think it has to be like where you only get a certain amount of challenges in the NFL. Like, I don't think you should just be able to challenge every single time you don't agree with the pitch. So if they put the right rules in place to use it, I think it's a valuable tool. And I think it's something that's worth having, especially in a huge game where that could decide somebody moving on in a playoff spot or winning the World Series.
I agree. I agree with you on that, Lou. And I think they said maybe 2 a game. And if you lose one, you have 1 left and whatever. But why I like it is it's not the NBA. Where the NBA replays, the refs go over to the check-in table and they look at the monitor, they put the headset on. It's much like the tennis replay system where you literally have a GPS. It shows it's in or out, and it's done in 10 or 15 seconds. It's not this whole ordeal, stop the game. It's like you miss 1 pitch worth of you miss 10 to 15 seconds worth of play by doing it. And if you minimize it to 2 challenges a game, I think it's good for the game. Again, I do love the human element, and I don't want it to go fully ABS. But at the same time, get the calls right. Some of these fucking umpires stink, and they need to be held accountable.
Honestly, to me, like, I would almost rather it be all ABS then, because then there's no challenges. It's just that fucking system that's apparently flawless. Like, you can have an ump there because you still need an ump to, like, see shit and call plays at the plate, but, like, just have it buzz to him, ball, strike, and he can call it. Like, I don't like the challenge piece of it. I guess for me, there's a million different ways to cut it. Like, but I feel like maybe it should be like in the NFL where under 2 minutes you can't challenge. Like maybe past the 8th inning you can't challenge, because I just hate the idea, I guess, of like this punch out to like win the World Series, and then it's like, we got 1 left. Of course I'm challenging it. Let's delay the celebration. That's like a very unique scenario. I don't know. Maybe I'm just scared to change. Scared of the robots, dude.
They're coming.
They're coming, dude.
They're here, bro.
They're here. They're fucking here. Well, did you see the one? Well, you said you might not have seen it, but there was a challenge that was the ball was 95% out of the zone, but like it clipped the zone. Like 10% of the ball hit the zone and it stayed a strike. Like, which I thought was pretty interesting. Like the guy, it was low. It looked low. It looked like a ball to me. The guy punches him out, challenges it, like just what I said, like 10% of that ball clipped the bottom of that system. And I was like, what's the fucking call? Like, if it looks like a ball, and they called him a strike. So it's still like they're trusting the ump more, than the system. Apparently it's got to just completely fucking miss.
I was going to say, if it's on the line, it's in, and to people who don't want the change, it's got to be egregious. So people they're not going to challenge close balls and strikes, even if it is maybe a little out of the zone. It's got to be either way in the zone to challenge it or way out of the zone to challenge it. So we'll see what happens. I think they do it in spring training, as well as the All-Star game. I don't think it's going to be here for a couple years here still, but I like it. Make the game a little better and not slow it down too much.
Just a couple other notes that I noticed. Players wore their team jerseys for the first time in, 10 years, 8 years, something like that. Thought that was pretty cool. Kind of like that they changed the hats a little bit. Like Tiger's hat had the orange bill. Didn't like the 2 little fucking white drops at the top, like those stars. I thought those were a little weird. But the jerseys were cool, and I don't know, it looked like Atlanta did a good job. Ludicrous music playing the entire time.
Yes. Which actually made sense. It was in Atlanta.
Right, yes. So yeah, I think that's all I got, and just marching towards this trade deadline, hoping the Tiggies make some moves.
That's right.
Oh yeah, should we talk a little bit of golf?
Yeah, let's do it. Take the reins.
Little golf action here. Links golf. I was actually gonna, no wait, okay. Links golf. We got the Open Championship, the 153rd. This is the oldest one of the majors, correct?
Correct.
Golf Foundation over there at Royal Portrush in Northern Ireland. I don't know, boys. What do we think? I mean, Scotty Scheffler had an unreal speech, basically just talking about how life is much more than golf, and winning championships is not everything, and building a family and finding happiness. And if you're saying stuff like that, you have to be fucking dialed in for this, dude. You are absolutely zoned in for this tournament right now. He's already been the number one, the clear favorite. I think he's a no-brainer to finish in the top 10. I definitely like Scotty to take this one down. And there's a lot of good options too that I want to keep an eye on. On the English side too, you got to keep an eye on your boy Frank Lowry, always dangerous. Fleetwood's been playing well. I do want to see an American take it down, though. It does hit a little bit harder seeing the American, lift the Open trophy here.
Yeah, and I think I agree with the sentiment on Scotty's that sure you got to be a dad and a husband and whatnot, but like fucking wrong time, man. Like 48 hours before one of your biggest golf events, you're the biggest face of golf, and essentially you're downplaying it. Like I don't even remember like what question was asked, but like I was watching the clip, and after like 60 to 90 seconds, I'm like, oh okay, and then like he just kept rambling on, and then it was like 3 minutes went by, and I'm like, all right, dude, you're like beating a dead horse. And then like it went 2 more minutes, and I'm like, okay, dude, like we fucking get it. Like, are you throwing in the white flag and not playing this week? Like, we understand life is more important than a sport. Like, we get your sentiment, but like, stop like beating it down like this tournament doesn't matter. Like, it's a fucking major. Like, this is what you get up for as a golfer. And I don't know. I feel like it just coming from the best player in the world, like it watered it down this week as to like, is his head really in the game? I personally hope he gets steamrolled now because of it. And I actually do like Scotty, but like, bro, like we get it. Like keep your comments to a minimum, and then you can elaborate maybe in like a Golf Digest article.
Well, here's spin zone for you. Number one, I think Scotty can say whatever he wants right now because he's king of the golf world. Number two, I do agree with you though, Chandler. Like to an extent, I was kind of like, oh yikes, like he did like a what does this matter? Like if I win this one, you're just gonna ask me when I win my next one,
right?
I was like, yeah, I was like, oh okay. I mean, but like I feel like golf does like a great job of like never forgetting who wins what ever, living in infamy. But big brain for you, Channy. Maybe this is like his way of just keeping the heart rate down, making it not big, saying it out loud to the press. Like, I don't care. And maybe that's been his mental fortitude towards this thing of like, the less I care, the better I play. Sometimes you're squeezing the club too tight. Maybe this is him just being like, life's more important, man. I got the kid, I got the wife, go out there, swing the fucking club. And that's how he's doing well. And maybe he's like living and breathing that through the press. That's all I got on a spin zone for that.
Yeah, and I can agree to that to an extent, but doing a lot of PR training in PGA 2K25 in my responses post-round, it's more so like, hey, it's just any other tournament, or hey, no, I don't think of this as an extra tournament and this and that, and I'm glad I got my wife and kid, but not like, why does it matter? What does it do for me? What am I going to – it's like, okay, you're like going way on the other end of the extreme. It'd be like, well, the Fizz is cool, but like, I don't really give a fuck about the Fizz because I got another job and a family at home. So if it's not entertaining, well, what does it matter? I can go home and be a dad. It's like, no, that's not why we're doing this. We're doing this to provide to you guys, the listeners. We're doing this because we're fun. We're doing it because we're trying to be the best version of ourselves at our craft, and we could be husbands and dads.
Yeah, if he goes out and win, it's full psycho stuff. Like if he goes out and win this one, it's going to be like hilarious.
You got to think mind games too. He's like everyone else is listening to this. They're like, dude, this guy don't give a fuck. Like
he doesn't give a fuck.
Another day.
I think he's fully immersed in like nothing matters.
I'm going the opposite. I think Bryson's like, what the fuck? I take 1,000 cuts a day. Like this motherfucker's coming out and saying it don't matter. Like I'm coming for blood this week. Like a guy like Bryson, like lives and breathes golf and is like, that's his life. And he makes it known. Like, I feel like this could fire him up. Like, oh, this guy doesn't fucking care. And he's beating me. Like, all right, I got to step my game up.
And I'm just saying, like, I don't know. When I'm fired up, when I'm jacked up, that's pretty good when I go to play hockey. I don't know how good it is when I go to play golf. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Throwing it out there.
I mean, from your number one player, it hits different. You know what I mean? Like, if it wasn't the number one player, I think it would be a little different. But, like, could you imagine if Tiger Woods fucking said that? that guy was fist pumping like he was in a fucking boxing match on Sundays, dude. That guy was locked in, and he would make people melt down that played with him. Like, everyone's going to be like, hey, Scotty, hey, you want to chill? Hey, we're having a good time this weekend. It's like, no, fuck you. I'm trying to beat you and the other fucking 200 people in this British Open.
Well, so, like, what if he just goes and wins it?
Well, he's great. He's a great golfer. There's no denying the talent. I'm saying, are you there? If he goes and wins it, he's got a switch that I've very rarely ever seen on any top athlete.
All I'm saying is obviously he's got something working for him, and I just am curious if this is an extension of that. That's all.
I don't know. He sounds a lot like Iserman to me.
Oh, fuck off. Who are we? Who are we? Yeah, it's just fucking like, just fucking. That is so bottom. That's so bottom.
Piss off this
Doesn't
weekend,
even relate to anything. Just fucking stupid. I'm fucking going house on Scotty. I love his fucking comments.
Should we talk some action? Who you go? You go ahead, Frank. Yeah, lead us off.
All right, yeah. So here we go.
Two dogs.
All right. So you mentioned my boy Shane Lowry. Shane
I was
Lowry.
just naming names too. I'm not saying any of those were my picks.
No, I know.
Okay.
You were talking about my guy Shane Lowry though, and that he's arguably one of my favorite golfers, if not my favorite. Love that little fat golfer. He has been playing like shit. I mean, he played awful at Oakmont, not playing well. But this is where he won the Open. This is where he won it back whatever year he won it. This was his course. So guys, I got sent to me this like document. I can share it with you guys, but it's this model. It's this model that has like this overall model score, and it takes like stats, course history, recent form, weighted proximity, and all this other shit I've never heard of with like links golf and all this stuff that's way beyond me. So if you line this up with like the money, and he has like the money placed on him on DraftKings and the money on FanDuel, and like he has rankings of all this stuff and how it weighs out, number one on the list is Scotty Scheffler. There's no row for like how much you care about your family or like the world or how much things matter. But, that could be a column Chandler could add in. So the guy that I like looking at this whole thing of who has the biggest like high ranking compared to like the money on him compared to where the odds are with DraftKings, my guy this week I like the most for a top 5 finish, Tommy Fleetwood. Tommy Fleetwood is who I'm going with, mostly based on his recent form on this document. He's a top 3, and then the course history, he's number 6. So this thing is actually wild to look at. I got to send it to you guys, but I'm going Tommy Fleetwood is my guy for a top 5 finish this week.
Okay. I'm going to go with one guy for me that I like. And I like to take an Englishman, too, on the British Open every year. Just feels right. Feels like they've played these courses a lot more before, a lot more familiar. I'm going to go with the guy who's been playing well and who's very entertaining. Tyrrell Hatton, 33-1 to win it. What was it? He was just in it in the U.S. Open on Sunday. The guy's fucking hilarious. I mean, he's swearing. He's fucking throwing his clubs. He's just an absolute riot. But 33-1, top 15 odds to win this. Feel like he's been playing good and consistent all year. It's his time. I'm going to take Tyrrell Hatton at 33-1 to win the Open this weekend.
Okay, I like it. I'm going to save my Euro, and I'm going to go American off the rip here, boys. Somebody that hasn't been playing that well this year. He's been coming to form as of recent. The last year 2024 champion, Mr. Xander Schauffele. I'm going to ride with him. It seems like he plays pretty good at the links courses. Obviously won last year. The 2 previous years finished in the top 15, 16. And he's coming to form now. I know he went through some back issues early in the seasons. Seems like he straightened up, got rid of the Scully, and he's ready to play some golf, boys. I'm going to go Xander Schauffele. I think he's 16-1.
I love it. Any other predictions? Anything else we're looking for at the Open?
Just a note, Nardy Boy Fitzy is 50-1 in case you want to sprinkle him at all. And then a long shot, I would urge you to take top 20. We're not going to tell you to take them to win. His name is Christopher Wrightan. And I don't know if you guys have heard of him at all. DP World Tour guy. Got some intel at the Scottish Open last week to take him. Took him top 20 in the Scottish Open, hit at plus 430 for top 20. He's plus 600 this week to be top 20 at the Open. Christopher Wrightan from Norway. And if you want to get spicy, 350 to 1 to actually win the tournament.
Wanted to note about Matt Fitzpatrick. Recent form, number 5 of every golfer in the field on this chart I'm looking at.
Okay.
Oh, wow. Gonna have to try him out.
Yeah, so number 1, Scotty. Number 2 is Rahm. Number 3 is Fleetwood. 4.
Another guy I'm keeping an eye on, is he on there, Frank? Robbie McIntyre. He's another guy I'm going to take a nice flyer on. Came so close a couple weeks ago, and I think this is like his hometown, dude. This guy drinks pints down the fucking street.
Yeah. 21 on recent form. So
I will say this. I think we said it earlier in the year. This is not any of our favorite majors, but what I do like, wake up in the morning and the action's already humming.
Yes.
You're already into the second round of the day, and on Sunday, like, your leaders are teeing off like bright and early. You're done by like noon.
I hate waiting around.
Yep.
And then like
Love
the
it.
broadcast starts at 4. It's like sick. All right, I'll watch it on the fucking app.
Well, cool, boys. Where do you want to head next? You guys want to do over under?
We'll just do over under.
Yeah, I think we do over under. Let's do it.
Wait,
Let's
but
move into
before
Okay.
over under, we have to bring up a very, very important thing. Chandler, you know what I'm talking about. This weekend coming up, we have a pinnacle in Macomb, the Italian Fest, going down at Freedom Hill, 16 mile there in Sterling Heights. One of my favorite weekends of the year. I always go at least one day and just absolutely cement my stomach. Only the heaviest hitters are at this event. The Vincent Joes, the Randazzos, the Andiamos, et cetera. And the list goes on here when you're from Macomb. You know all the top dogs. But the thing I'm looking forward to the most is getting there. And you mentioned it earlier, Chandler. I'm going to steal your thunder, though. But the steak sandwiches are my favorite item there, bar none. They're always like so perfectly paper thin, juicy, and they're just they never miss. And then you just roll it out from there. Maybe arancini, call it a night after that because that's a cement mixer. But what are you looking forward to eating over there?
Fluffy bread on that steak too. I mean, hand up, 0% Italian, only one on the show with no Italian blood. Wife 50%, so we go every year. I love the steak sandwich, like you said, the breaded steak. You gotta go Chini Roni combo. The Peroni with the arancini. It's always in the same spot at Andiamo, just to the right of the Randazzo truck, to the left of the stage. It's fucking great there. I mean, I try to like fast 24 hours before I go there because it's like nonstop. I'm pizza, I'm breaded steak, I'm arancini, I'm calamari there. It's all great there. I mean, just go for the food, let alone the other vendor services and whatnot. But find your way to Metro Parkway, Freedom Hill this weekend in Sterling Heights and just glutton yourself with about 2,500 cals.
I mean, the desserts, too. You got gelato, you got the cannolis, you got the shaved ice. It's really unstoppable. The biggest thing I've learned over my time going to the Italian Fest is you think you go there and get the arancini because it's an appetizer. That's the most rookie fucking mistake you could ever make. You're fighting an uphill battle the rest of the day if you go arancini, especially if it's about 85 out, sun's blazing down on you.
What kind of booze what are you drinking? Red wine out there? Are we talking Peronis? What are we
for
drinking?
Peroni.
Yeah. Nice. Smart.
Got to.
Chandler, you know what I just realized? Like, you were like, I'm the only guy without, any Dago roots on this show. You're like Tom Hagen in The Godfather. You're like the adopted son who's like a lawyer with like, and you kind of like look like Robert Duvall. Like, I'm looking at him. I'm looking at you. You got the same hair going on, kind of same look. You're the Irishman of the Godfather family.
That's what I hear. I'm Eastern Euro.
Yeah.
Little Slovak in me.
Okay. Good.
Scandinavian.
Good.
Finish.
Well, hell, boys, if I can skip north this week, I'll put some arancini in my fucking mouth.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I'm actually gonna go on Sunday, so
Ooh,
bring your
little
Sini.
service.
I'll bring my Sini, and we'll fucking Sini it up. Yeah, a little Sunday, dude. I like going a little midday Sunday because it's usually like a little more mellow. You go Friday night's always fun, but it's just fucking waiting in line. You're elbowing people to get to the fucking front. It's a little bit more work. But Sunday, you get a nice meal. You get to bed early, get a good night rest.
Yeah, big full belly. All right, let's do it. Let's do some over under. We're gonna do 3 again this week. Chandler, lead us off.
All right, so I'm going to make it very specific. I'm not talking about the food court where it's a franchise. I'm talking about mall food. Over, underrated. This is Sbarro's. This is Auntie Annie's. This is Mrs. Fields. This is Surf City smoothies. Anything like that. Mall food. Over or underrated?
I'll go first. I'm gonna go overrated. It's really not that great. You get it once or twice a year. Yeah, when you get it, it's amazing. It tastes so good, but it's like I never go out of my way to get it. A lot of it is shit. Most of the places have like 1 or 2 good items, and the rest of the menu is just dog shit. So from that stance, I'm gonna go with it's overrated.
I hate to do this, Chandler, because I know how excited you were to get your pretzel sugar cookie or whatever you got. Like, I think it's overrated. I don't really get mall food growing up. I didn't like. We were never getting mall food at the mall. If my parents ever like were caught dead in the mall, like it was just not something I did. And when I go to a mall now, it's all business. I need one thing that I probably already ordered online. I beeline it in there and I beeline it out. Like I'm never kind of putzing around the mall anymore. And like, I'm never like, oh man, I need to get a Miss Fields in me or whatever it is. So I'm going to say overrated. And I'm sorry to shit on your experience.
No, it's okay. I think it's just been a little too long for you guys. You got to get that Auntie Annie with the melted cheese. Pizzo, I know you're a sucker for melted cheese. Get
And
that
hummus.
icy, half cherry, half Coke icy at Mrs. Fields with a couple cinnamon sugar mini cookies or maybe the M&M chocolate chunk cookies. I mean, I don't know how you could say overrated. It's like carny food. It's like you want to eat like shit when you go to the mall. Like that's part of the experience. Underrated.
I'm not like, oh, headed to the mall. Can't wait to
I
eat,
hate
like,
going to the fucking
complete
mall.
Shit. So do I, dude.
I'm pure
One
business,
thing
like you said, dude. If I'm going to the mall, I'm getting whatever I
In
need
and
to get
out.
and getting the fuck out of there.
In and out. Don't look at me.
Yeah.
Unless the only way I'm stopping is if there's a big fucking gumball machine.
Those
That's
are all
it.
Chandler's people hanging out there. That's why he likes to go.
Only way you're stopping if there's a Billups jersey on a memorabilia
Yeah,
table.
yeah, and I got a 250 burning a hole in my pocket.
All
Lou,
right. We talked about it. They're playing this style this weekend. Over or underrated? Links golf.
I'll lead off. Underrated. I think Links Golf is like very fun, very exciting, and I like that it's just different. I like that it's just a different style. I played the Loop for the first time in my life a few years ago, and I cannot wait to go back because when I was playing, I mean, I'm still bad, but I was really bad then. But I had like an absolute blast at that style of golf. I think it's different. I think it's a little gimmicky, but it's kind of like the traditional way, and I like it because it's different than traditional golf. I think Links Golf underrated.
Yeah, I'm going to echo a lot of what Frank's saying. Underrated. I mean, we talked about the Open Championship being the oldest of the majors. That's where golf was founded. It was founded in Britain, in England, over in Northern Ireland, playing links-style golf to where put your 60 in the bag, put your 56 in the bag, and bump and run that motherfucker for 100 yards. I just think it brings a lot more into the game. How you're going to do a shot. Do I hit it high? Do I keep it low? Do I bump and run it? Do I putt 20 yards off the green? What do I do? I think it just adds so many more elements to the game. And to mix it in a couple times a year, I love it. Underrated.
See, I'm going to go opposite, boys. I'm going to go overrated. Yeah, they started golf, but we perfected it, okay? I can't stand looking at like the brown, shitty grass everywhere, and then like the roughs aren't even. It's all like messed up cut. It looks like a one-eyed guy was out there riding around on a push mower, cutting the grass half the time. To me, I like the lush feel of the grass, the trees overhanging, a nice shadow, a cool little pond to get it over the top of. The links golf is just like it, and then everything just runs out all the time. It's like, oh, okay, hit a fucking worm burner and you're on the green. It's boring to me. I don't like it as much. I like the natural way, the real way, the woodsy feel, lush environment, greenery, just pure looking, master style golf. Overrated.
The one thing I'll add to this that makes me really like links golf and playing links golf is I believe, I can say with confidence actually, that my favorite shot in golf is the bump and run. Like pounding the drive's awesome, hitting a long putt's great. I mean, there's a lot of great shots in golf, right? But for me, if you nail a bump and run, it's fucking electric. I love the bump and run, and that the links is just, you have an option to do it like every shot, which is fun to me.
It's great. And if you bump and run it too far, you're going to get stuck in a pot bunker where you're going to be hacking it out 3 times in there. It goes hand in hand. Links golf, 7-foot deep bunkers. You got to be strategic with it. But I agree with you, Frank.
All right, boys, last one here. Just an item I feel like I'm eating quite a bit in summer. You know, it's we're not talking hot dogs or like corn or anything that's like, you know, true summer. But wanted to ask you guys, what are your thoughts on tuna salad? Salad.
Okay, so I'm going to start here. You just hit a nice chord with me here.
Take it easy, Chandler.
Oh, my God.
I'm sweating. I'm a big mayo guy. I'll scoop that shit out of the tub by itself and eat it. But underrated, we've been cranking out salads at the house. Chicken salad, egg salad, potato salad, tuna salad. I don't care what it is. If it's got mayo, meat, and it's in a summer season, I'm eating it. Underrated. I love a good tuna salad. Throw some lemon pepper in there, maybe some green onions, some celery, pickle, mayo, pepper. Put it all in there. Underrated.
Yeah, I'm with you, brother. I love tuna fish sandwiches, tuna salad, chicken salad, and a pasta salad. The summer salad style is unmatched, especially with the grill. I mean, those things just go hand in hand together, and like eating it with food from the grill is what I'm saying. But overall, underrated, severely underrated. Love tuna salad. More of it.
Yeah, underrated. It's just, Chandler nailed it. It's just an awesome item. I feel like it doesn't get the publicity it deserves, but it's so damn good. It's like, I think the best thing my mom ever made was like this tuna pasta salad. Like she makes this tuna pasta salad. She would drop off a tub this big. I'd eat the whole thing in one sitting. It's just so damn good. It's a bucket. It's basically like, yeah, it's just drenched in mayo. Like you said, the celery crunch, so good. Love it. Underrated. So cool, boys. That was episode 191 of the Fizz. Appreciate everyone joining in. Good luck on all your open bets this weekend. Good luck to the Tigers getting back on track. And everyone, just soak in every last drop of summer you have because football is on the horizon.
Have a great weekend, everybody.
Peace.
See you.